Good evening, and we start tonight with the highlight of my childhood. It's the Ladybird Book of Motorcars from 1963, and as you would imagine, it's full of rubbish, really, just endless, boring grey shapes, until you get to page 40, where you find that, the Maserati 3500 GT. Now, this, for me, when I was little, was like kind of Jordan and Cameron Diaz in a bath together. With a lightning jet fighter and lots of jelly. I could say Maserati before I could say mummy. Because of this picture, Maseratis, they were just the business.
This is one of the cars from the company's long and illustrious history. A 150-mile-an-hour sports saloon called the Bi-Turbo. Only this is no ordinary Bi-Turbo. It's mine. I've just bought it, and this is what I think of it. The Bi-Turbo got what it deserved because it was an affront to one of the best badges in the business. 50 or so years ago, Maserati won the Grand Prix World Championship with this car, the face-bending 250F. So it was 1950s technology, but there was nothing 1950-ish about the speed. Its 2.5-litre straight-six engine pumps out around 270 brake horsepower, a lot in a car that weighs less than a Lotus Elise.
That means 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. The top speed is 165 miles an hour. Oh, yes! Oh, boy, this is so amazing. I got no seat belts. There's no roll bar. I've just spun a car worth £1 million. Oh dear.
The 250F is an astonishing car. And it should have been a genetic launch pad, the foundation on which the company could build. But instead, the company went bust. But then in 1997, Maserati was taken over by the biggest name in the business, Ferrari. Ferrari decided that what Maserati needed most of all was a racing car. So they took their Enzo, gave it some new clothes and created something called the MC12. Actually, this is the convertible, the quietened down road-going version of the racer. But it still has the same 6-litre V12 engine as the Enzo, and the same carbon fibre skeleton. So it should still be pretty brisk.
Oh my God! Oh, that's so quick! What a bonkers car! Holy moly! It's a fun machine! Quietening that big V12 down doesn't really do anything because it's like adding a splash of orange juice to a pint of gin. It's still going to make you very, very drunk.
The The 630 horsepower MC12 goes from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Flat out it'll be doing 208. So it's just as fast as the Enzo. And that's the fastest car we've ever tested here.
It's easy to be seduced by the speed, but don't be, because this car has a few problems.
Because this car was designed for racing, it has a huge rear spoiler. But don't worry about this blocking rear visibility, because there's no back window. And then there's the sheer size of the thing. Like the only thing that dwarfs this is the price tag. £412,000. There's something else too. Racing cars which have been converted for road use never really work.
It's like making a hardcore adult film and then editing it so that it can be shown in British hotels. You just end up with a sort of half-hour close-up of some bloke's sweaty face.
The MC12 then is a bit blurred. Is it a racer? Is it a GT car? Is it a detuned Enzo in a fat suit? You can't really tell. Yes, it is very, 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 very fast. But it's far too big, far too ugly. And if you put your foot down, far too tricky. It's one of the most difficult, recalcitrant and twitchy cars I've ever driven. Sure, it's already winning races, but I'm afraid that, like the Bi-Turbo, it absolutely doesn't win my heart.
Now, since we made that film, Maserati is no longer under the control of Ferrari. They've been moved to be under the control of Alfa Romeo, and soon I've heard they're going to be for sale again.
Yeah, but enough about all of that stuff. I still can't believe that you don't like this thing.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. 412,000 quid for a car that doesn't know what it is. And you know I said in the film it's got no back window?
Yeah.
Look, I mean, it really has got no back window.
No, you're right, there actually isn't one, is there? But, and you can't deny this, it is seriously fast.
It's quick. It's just, honestly, I really do believe that it will go round our track faster than the Enzo.
No.
I do. Who'd like to see that?
Yeah!
Well, you can't. Because, no, sorry, the Stig is psyching himself up, and he's going to be ready to do that at the end of the show.